Hello everyone, good morning. In this video, I will be briefing you about a small task which is related to corporate finance and financial analysis. The topic consists of several questions and a sample example solution is given below each question. So just read the question and you are supposed to answer all the questions in your own words. But for your understanding, we have provided certain answers to each question just below it. Okay. If you check what is the time value of money, the way we understand, some sample answer is provided here. But this is just for your information, need not to use the same. This answer can be written in your own way so that it addresses all the questions that included in given task. Okay. So similarly, there are 11 questions. All the 11 questions should be addressed by you in your own words and in simple sentences. If you check the questions, there are few questions that are marked in red color. For these questions, you are supposed to use the Excel sheet that is attached along with you. So, for example, this is the Excel sheet that might have attached along with you, along with the Word document. So, in this, the seventh question asks certain question like, what is your age? You are supposed to mention our age and how would you need to put in an account starting today to have 1 million at the age of 62? This is the question. So if you want to make 1 million in 62 years from now, what is the initial amount you are supposed to invest? That is the question. So the question is incomplete. There is no percentage of written value and other things. So make sure you include all those details to make your answer clear. Okay, so here what I did is the interest rate at which it will be returning that will be assumed by us. Sorry, this one, seventh one. The seventh one is here. So in the seventh one, the age, what is your age? Maybe if your age is 25, I mark my age as 25. And the interest rate at which the money will be returned. If you invest some 100 rupees today, what could be the return you get? Maybe some percentage will be there, right? So this yellow color only, like if you take any question, if it contains yellow color ones, the only yellow color ones you will be changing. So for example, in this task, you will be changing yellow color one. There is no yellow color, so nothing to change. The answer is provided here. Here also there is nothing to change. Here you can change the interest rate. Okay. So all the fourth question, nothing to change. In the seventh question, wherever the yellow box are there, in those areas you are supposed to make changes. Okay. So anyhow, so regarding the seventh question, I made my age is 25 and it is returning money at 7%. So at initial year, I'm supposed to keep, it should be in dollar. I'm supposed to keep 81,804 into the account so that by the age of 62 years, it continuously generates certain returns once interest will be paid to the account and by after like total time will be 37 years. In 37 years, whatever the 81,808 rupees I kept in the bank or I kept in the account, that will become $1 million. So now what we say is you mention about your age, then you will be mentioning about what could be the assumed return of interest you get because of the money you spent inside the account. Okay, so based on that, the value will be calculated. So considering the calculation, we can say that if you keep 81,804 today, it will become 1 million by 62 years of age. So this value depends on whatever the age you have and whatever the return of interest it will be generating. Say, for example, your age is 30 years and if interest paying is 4%, so you are supposed to put 285,057 in the account. If you in the last case it was 88,000, now it is a different. So everybody will get a different value. So based on your value, and this is an assumption, you can give between 1 to 15. 1 to 15 value you can give. Okay. So this value can be 1 to 15. You can use any value. So that's fine. This is how we write this task. If you let us cross check it in the document. So here, if it is assumed that my age is 24 years and every year provides 6% of growth of money or like interest of money, then to make I need to invest 109 to 38. So this is how we write answer. But it should you can follow your own style. Okay. See, these all are straight questions. You can straight away write. Regarding the 10th question, so 10th question is marked in green color. So for this question, what I want you to do is, so it is asking about detail about different types of budgets. Okay. So this link provides some good detail about different type of budgets that organization make. So use the link to try to read, mention few important type of budgets that you identify and discuss which type of budget is most important. Usually, zero budget is the ultimate budget that helps that contains very not even a single waste expenses. So zero budget is the best one. It's a very strong one. Okay. So after writing this, make sure you remove these two lines. Okay, these two lines should not be kept inside. That's why I made a green mark. After reading from this content, after writing the content, after writing it, make sure you remove these two lines. Okay, that's it. Next, again, these are straight questions. I guess you can write on it. Again, this is another calculation question. The task is here is you have an opportunity to invest $2,000. The investment pays $100 perpetuity and 6% interest. So now we are supposed to calculate net present value, and based on the net present value, we are supposed to comment whether we take the investment or not. So now what we need to do when it is a red color, we are supposed to go to the Excel sheet and find the question number, that is 17. So in this, we clearly see the values, nothing to change because no yellow color. So the value is 333. So we straight away mentioned that based on the calculations, the NPV value is 333. NPV means net present value. So the net present value should be always positive. It should not be negative. Okay. When the net present value is negative, straight away the projects will be rejected. So here, as the net present value is negative, we say that we cannot take the project because the possibility of getting negative value is high, means we might end up into losses because of such investments. So make sure you discuss about the same. So you try to go out and search what is NPV value, how we interpret it. Present value ni manam how we interpret it, that you need to cross check on what basis we deny the project based on the NPV value, that you should identify. Then based on that you make a comment on it. Okay, so according to my take, it is negative. So when the value is negative, we don't accept such projects. So the next question, again, it is 18th question. It also is in red mark, so we need to use Excel sheet. Here, the task is saying, ask like it's giving a statement. I would rather have $10,000 in 10 years rather than 10,000 today. So the person is saying that I don't want 10,000 rupees today. I want the same 10,000 rupees after 10 years. So for example, if I am giving you 10,000, you are telling me that no, I don't want 10,000 today. I want it after 10 years. So what happens is after 10 years, the value of 10,000 will be more. Okay, so how? Because of time value of money. So say for example, the same 10,000, because I'm keeping it myself and not giving it to you. Maybe I need to pay certain interest to that 10,000 every year. Okay. So because of that, what happens? The 10,000, if I give 10% of interest to you, by next year, it will be a hundred or thousand added to that. Another year, maybe again 10% of the total value of previous year will be added to that. So what happens after 10 years? The value will be more when compared to the 10,000 today. So for that one, go to Excel sheet and cross check. So here it is clearly given that 10,000 was today given, and after 10 years we need to calculate. So if you take 6% interest, the value of 10,000 after 10 years will be 17,908 rupees. So this value is much more than 10,000 today. Okay. So what I'm telling, so because of such issue, maybe if after 10 years if I get the same money, I will get more money. So for that reason, I'm saying that I don't want 10,000 today. I want the 10,000 later. So we can accept the statement. Because of appreciation and the interest that we get paid, the value of the 10,000 today will be more in future. Okay. So that's the reason why we are asked to pay 10,000 later. Okay, so this is how I addressed it. So maybe like this is a sample solution kind of thing. You just write in your own sentences in your own style to address the same question. So as it is in red color, you are supposed to come to Excel sheet, You change this percentage between 1 and 15. You can take any value between 1 and 15. So it's good one. Okay. So if you give maybe 9%, the value give 9%, the value of 10,000 will become 23,000. It all depends on what value you choose. Based on that, your assumption of 10,000 in 10 years will be changing. So make sure you address the question as it was asked and you cross check the sample and write in your own sentences. That's it all about this task. Help yourself, give best content. Okay. For theory questions, you try to elaborate them and give at least 100 words on each task, at least 100 or above. The question should be addressed properly, and each question inside, like maybe like what is ethical responsibility of organization, that should be explained. Then how does it related to social responsibility and government regulation? These two questions should be exclusively addressed. Okay, your the answer you wrote, the information that you provided, that clearly show that these two things are addressed properly. Similar for every question, whatever the questions that were asked, that should be clearly mentioned. Take your time. No references should be added to the task. Make sure you don't add any references. That's it from my side. All the best, team. Thank you.